Hi there, Robin here from Expert. Today we're going to be talking about this right here, which is a new mixer that Pyle Pro just kind of dropped out there on the market like they do with pretty much all their products. Now this is kind of amazing. Besides of what it does, which is awesome, which is going to be 2 micro guitar inputs. They put high Z buttons on the actual unit. They've also given you 2 more analog inputs off to the side, channel 3 and 4. XLR outputs, which is a big deal because a lot of units don't have XLR. They only have 1/4 inch output. So here you're actually be able to use your XLR cables right off the unit. Then they give you a USB port that allows you to play and record straight from it. On top of that, they've even put in Bluetooth in the actual unit. They've separated the digital media player from 3 and 4 now, so this way to give you 2 extra connections while still being able to use the Bluetooth player. They're doing all of that with effects, with high and low controls. You keep going on. We're going to talk about this unit. It's $50. That's what it's all about. This unit is $50 right now. Now that may change. So you got to check the Amazon link down below that we have for you. But $50 with effects, with all of that on the actual unit. We're going to play with the effects today. We're going to plug in microphones to them, show you how the actual level controls work. We'll even try the actual Bluetooth player and the USB port, so this way we can do some recording. So we're going to hook it up first. I've got a PGA 58 here, so if you're doing live use, that's a pretty good way to go. You want to plug your equipment in before turning it on. So it does have a power button on the back side, and we have a speaker just off to the side, powered speaker of course. So we're going to start with our microphones. We're going to plug in the Shure, which is an XLR connection. Now you could get away with, even though even the manual says your microphone should be XLR because that's where the gain settings are set for, you can plug a microphone in with a 1/4 inch. The problem here though, the gain sensitivity is going to be off. So that means where this, let's say we have it at 50% because it's an XLR and that's the level I've chosen to get this microphone to balance off of the first one. It's going to be have to go all the way up to 75%. So that's what's happening right there. That's if I need to use a microphone that has a 1/4 inch jack. So we'll plug that in just because, well, let's say that's the only cable we have and we'll try and make it work. Now I need to plug in the speaker. Off to the side, I have an Alto TX208, which is their 300 watt speaker. We're going to take that, plug that right into the left channel right here. Get this orientated the right way. Boom, right there. And you can also plug in a headphone, which we don't need to plug in today, but it's got a headphone jack right off to the side here. Now, to turn things on, you first want to definitely turn on the mixer. One thing I have learned is it does have a big popping reset when it powers up. So it turns everything on and then off again. Then I can turn on the speaker. Now I'm ready to use the mixer. Speaker came on after, this came on first.
And you can tell this mic's already on, so we'll turn that down a bit.
So there you go. That was how easy it was to hook it all up. Remember, the key important thing here is hook up your equipment first, get that up and running, get everything plugged in, then turn the mixer on, last turn the speaker on. So this way we don't have any popping noises, which are very annoying. It happens on different equipment. In this case, yes, it did happen. But again, remember, $50. So let's play with some of the effects. So how did I make that work? Well, I've got my first mic plugged in. On top I do have phantom power, but this is a dynamic microphone, not a condenser. So if I was using a studio mic, which was a condenser microphone, I would turn that on so I can put power to that microphone, but we don't have to today. I've got a high and low controls here. I'm going to leave those just straight at 12 o'clock flat. We don't need any more. It's a unity setting, no extra, no minusing. That's all that's going on there. The yellow knobs all the way around, those are actually our effects knobs. So we do have, and just because I haven't memorized it yet, we have repeat and delay, which basically gives us an unlimited amount of options when it comes to setting this guy up. It's a digital processor, it's built right in. Then we have the last yellow knob right at the bottom. This is going to be the ratio of effects out volume level wise to the main volume out right here. So if I pick up a microphone, we'll pick up this one right here. Turn that on. We'll turn this one down here because we don't need it right now. And we'll turn this guy up a bit.
Now, here we are. If I want to play around with the effects, you can hear there's already some there going on. I can just simply turn the knobs to increase or decrease the amount of echo or the amount of delay. or repeat in this case. So that's kind of a cool option to be able to do that. Any level you want to have, you just dial that in and you'll get the way you like, especially if you're using this for karaoke.
So it's as simple as that. All you need to do is, how loud do I want to have my effects on this channel? So again, we'll turn this on one more time.
So right now I do have my mic 1 set at 50%. The effects are set at 50%. Now, just like this last knob is in ratio to the main output, so here it's set at 75%. So wherever I have this knob here, the effect level will be always 75% proportionate to what's going on here. So if I had it here, it would be 50%. So I turn it down, turn it up, that'll always be 50%. Right now we don't hear anything. You don't hear anything because this yellow knob works the same way against the main level knob. So if we look at just the one channel, I've got everything set at unity for the high and the low. I have no effects on at all. And this is going to be my pan and tilt to my left and right speaker. So that's what's going on here. So that's what these gray knobs are for, which is real nice because, again, a lot of units in this size, you got to look for that pan option, which is kind of like a balance, but a little different. And that's what's going on here. So you do have that, which is really good. Now, down here, that again, that's my level control. If I look at it, I've got it set at 50%. If I want to bring the effects in at 50% of what's going on here, so half of that, I bring this up to 50%. Now those two are kind of matched out. I can bring that up, and that'll bring the effects even louder to the point that they're one-on-one, kind of annoying at that point. But you'll be able to pick that ratio. So you do that, and off you set, because sometimes one person wants more than the other. So this might be lower. We'll turn that up here. That'll be the second microphone. Now remember, we use the 1/4" jack, so I got to turn this all the way up to 75, just so it sounds as loud as this one here. So 75% on a 1/4" jack, 50% on an XLR cable. So that's when you're looking for my volume's not so loud, maybe you got the wrong cable plugged in.
So there you go. So that is really what's going on there when it comes to the effects. So just remember, it's color coded. You've got 2 mic inputs, so we do have 2 yellow knobs. Then we've got the repeat and delay options right here, and then the main level out control here. So this is proportionate to this knob, and these will be proportionate to these knobs. That's pretty much it. So that's how you use effects. $49. I don't think I could say that enough, but that's really cool. So there you go. That's what's going on there. Now on the side here, we do have 3 red knobs. Okay, so the first one's for the MP3 and Bluetooth player. That's for this guy here. So if I did plug something in, so I'll leave the volume down, we'll plug this in here. I am going to back up a little bit here. All right, so there we go. We got the USB in, and now all we need to do is turn this knob up. It runs its own volume out to the speakers. Now I can balance it off against the main volume. If
I want to bring the mic on at the same time, I can adjust the microphone against whatever level I want the music to play at. So just turn up the volume and you're all set.
It's that simple. You do get skip to the next track and before. They do give you more information on this guy than you did on any of their other mixers, so you can actually see the track name. We're seeing all of that. Again, for $49, 50 bucks in the US is pretty awesome. So that's all built into here. Now, I have to say it is more expensive in Canada, so people that are looking for it, US, Amazon only so far. That's all I've seen it for that price. So the next knob is actually in reference to the headphones. So if I want to be able to adjust the sound to my headphones, that'll be done right here. And that's what this knob is for. Headphone control up at the top right there. If I want to record, all I need to do is put the actual unit in record mode, and then hit the play pause button. That'll start the actual recording function for the actual unit. There is a digital volume built into it, which is kind of annoying, but it's there on these actual buttons. So that pretty much covers everything. Now, same thing, if I go through the menu functions, take this guy out of here, press this button here, I'm going to get myself to the BT Bluetooth settings, pair off to the actual unit, and you're all set. Talk about the instruction manual for just a second. Amazing. I haven't noticed this in too many instruction manuals, but it actually gives you a system block diagram in the actual manual on page 8, which is kind of impressive. If you do go to pyleusa.com, you can download their manuals. It shows you everything. So this way you do know you're getting a balanced output. Even though you see 3 pins, sometimes they're not. In this case, they are. You can see how the actual unit's wired internally to make everything work. It's all there. The manual overall covers all the features, including all the features of the MP3 Bluetooth options. It covers all the actual knobs on the unit, pretty much what we talked about here today, and all the ways you can hook things up to it, including the differences between 1/4 inch and XLR. So we've covered everything on the actual mixer. Like I said, it has phantom power. It's got 2 mic inputs or high Z inputs for guitars. It's got 2 extra line inputs on the side, so if you need to plug in your keyboards or electric drums, you can do that there. If you have a controller that only has RCA outputs, just get some RCA adapters. This is a great way to get a balanced signal out to your main speakers as a DJ. It's a really good way to go. It's a good add-on mixer to do virtually everything. And again, recap it on the side. Bluetooth. Absolutely convenient. This means you can buy powered speakers that don't have Bluetooth in it, and if you just want to play Spotify, you can do that using this mixer as the main unit driving out to the speakers. So that's a big plus. Let's talk about the price for a second. This is important. So first of all, we are talking about Pyle product, so it does come with a warranty based on the country you're in. Now, if you're in the US, is the most important part, there's 2 distributors. And if you buy from Amazon and any of the retailers in the US, you are going to get that 1-year warranty. Register it, you be part of their club program, which basically gives you a chance to win some free new product as a bonus to registering. So that's a program they always have. Price, is it worth it? For sure it's worth it. I mean, you know, if you're in the US, you're looking at around 50 bucks. The reason why it's 50 bucks, not because it's a cheap unit. It's because, like I said, there's 2 distributors in the US. There's the actual distributor, and then there's Amazon, who buys direct. They're the only other people who buy directly from Pyle in the US, and then they price their products according to that actual price. Pyle doesn't have an MAP, minimum offer price. So know what that means is when a company says you can't advertise our product for less than that online. Pyle doesn't tell Amazon that, so Amazon does pretty much whatever they want, which is a good thing as a consumer, because that means you get to buy something that probably should have been $99 US for half that price, because they get to do as they please. So remember, I say that sarcastically as a good thing. Price-wise, if you can save that much money and get all of this, that's really good. I can't say anything more good about it because it's really, you know, it's all there. It's pretty straightforward. If you need a little mixer, it's a really good way to go. The only thing I'm going to say against it, but it has to do with its size, so you can't really, you know, you can't really say it's a bad thing. It's the knobs are close together because it's a small, tiny mixer. Getting $50. So anyways, I think that's going to be it. Remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because there's always videos like this. I want to say thank you for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. We try and get back to them when we can. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.